Hello, so I'm here in sunny Yorkshire. Yes, you heard that right. And I'm in Leeds at Fox Agency's annual get together. They've brought the whole team from around the world here for a get together to talk about trends and help plan the ongoing expansion of the agency. They've got a big team based here in Leeds. They've also got a growing team based in the States. And so it's a real international collaboration of people from different perspectives. Now, Fox are interesting because they've been doing really well recently in a year where a lot of agencies have really been struggling given the kind of economic climate and all the things that are going on in the world to make making money in B2B more difficult. So very interested to hear what's driving their growth and what they see is critical to their growth going forward. And interested to meet some of the key protagonists. So let's go inside and hear what they've got to say.
Tasting menu, a very lovely restaurant called Core by Claire Smith.
So I'm here with Ben Fox from Fox Agency, and we're here at Fox Festival in Leeds.
Yeah, great. The sun's shining.
The sun is shining, and it's an agency gathering from all the team in the UK and in the US.
Yep. So we have everybody in. People have flown over from the US team, landing over the last few days, and then we have the team from all around the UK and Europe here in one place for the first time.
And it's all about trying to tee the agencies up for growth. You've got ambitious plans, right?
Yeah, we have big growth ambitions over the next few years. So bringing the team together, really important that we align on the way that we take our story to market, the way that we're servicing our global clients, the operational processes that we work together to deliver across all of our service areas. So really exciting day.
And it sounds like growth-wise, you guys have been bucking the trend because you've had a pretty good year so far.
Yeah, big year so far, well, in both the UK and the US. So great growth so far. Won several new clients, growth of existing clients, and I think it just comes around the kind of clarity that we have around the clients that we're right for, the services that we offer, and the incredible team that we're managing to build here.
That's great. And the team on that subject are behind us now doing the workshop, right? So that's why we are where we are. So they're all just exploring a creative challenge. So yeah, great day, great test with the agency. Congratulations.
Thanks. Well, here's to the next 14 years.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Thank you.
And then you ask for something they don't have. It's the red wine that Nels wanted last week. They don't have it this time. There's no panic.
So here, Rachel from Fox Agency, and we're at the UK or the global Fox Agency gathering in Leeds, and you're the MD, is that right?
That's correct, yes. UK.
Ben was saying earlier on, had that great quote from Ginny Rimity from IBM, growth is rarely comfortable. So
Yes.
great position to be in, but at the same time, that creates its own stress and strain, presumably.
Absolutely, yes. I think we always say to people when they join Fox, they need to thrive off change.
Yeah.
That's got to be something that they love.
Yeah.
Because certainly as a business, certainly from our directors, that is what underpins the business. And actually, if you're that kind of character that does thrive off change, then
That's for
Fox
you.
is a great place for you. Yeah.
And then you also talk about culture as well, the importance of culture in the success of the agency. So I guess an event like today is all about trying to foster and promote and encourage that kind of culture. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's when you bring Fox together. Every time we interview for someone and they say, why are you at Fox? Every single person always says it's for the people. It's for the culture that we've built. And it's lovely to feel that it still remains true, even when we are changing, even when we are growing at the pace that we are. So yeah, bringing everyone together today, it's just the passion, the energy and the excitement you feel in the room. It gives you a real buzz.
Oh, it's great. I'm certainly feeling that. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Get together, all just have a general chit chat, kind of a bit like coffee roulette, doesn't have to be work related, and then.
So I'm here with Jim. Yeah. Jim, what's your second name?
Samson.
So here, Jim Sampson, who is leading in terms of Fox's expansion in the US. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and we're here in Leeds for the Fox event.
Right.
And so, how does it feel to be part of this increasingly ambitious global group growing here?
Yeah, well, number one, it feels very exciting. And it also feels different from what other agencies may be trying to achieve right now, which is sustained. There's a lot of news going on around global impacts, and I feel that Fox is still thriving in an environment that maybe other agencies aren't right now. So it feels very exciting to be part of an agency that's continuing to grow despite the times, and continuing to do excellent work and continuing to give our clients a reason to come back to us.
And what are the opportunities here? Where do you think you're going to see the growth coming from?
Yeah, well, of course, everybody's talking about AI and having a perspective on that. But to me, I think it's getting back to the basics, which is putting ideas into market which feel differentiated, which feel thoughtful, and take our customers' minds into consideration, and just being respectful of their time.
Great. And AI is a tool to do that, but it can't.
Correct.
It's not going
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good stuff. Cheers. Nice to talk to you.
Great. Thanks, Paul.
And I know that he's not magic. I do know that.
I heard James, who's a head of creative at Fox Agency, with the Fox Agency annual Fox Fest. And so lots of comments talking about trends in the market. There's lots of fuss about brand right now. Is that a good thing in your opinion as a lead creative?
Absolutely. Everyone needs to be thinking about their brands more.
Right.
I think there's a lot of people who are looking very short term, looking very demand focused.
Right.
I think there's increased realization, the importance of brand, investing in brand, but also trying to avoid the cliches.
Yeah.
Particularly in B2B branding, we all know the cliches, we all know the things trying to avoid. Everyone went blue and black, everyone went purple.
Yeah.
Let's try to break away from that. That's the big thing, is what else can you do?
Okay, and obviously, we're a bit sick of talking about it, but it's so present, right? AI is in everything. What impact is it having you in terms of creating great creative work?
I mean, for us, it's a case of speeding up things that are taking a long time. So it's not the start of the process, it's not the end of the process, it's the middle. It gets you've got to have those great ideas, you've got to have that good stuff coming on first, but then you can punch above your weight in terms of what you make.
Yeah.
In terms of the writing, in terms of production, audio, video, motion. You can render one frame and then get AI to make a video out of it. Where before you might have gone with the static. Everything can move now. Everything can have interactive elements to it. You can build small apps for pitches. Fantastic.
But as you were point being, at the core of it, at the start of it, has to be a human being with a creative idea in the first place.
There has to be. Yeah, I think everyone's a creative director. Yeah, everyone has to have that big idea.
Yeah.
I think I've just copied Hegarty just there for a second. Yeah, everyone has to be a creative director. Everyone has to have that thinking. I think it's enabling people to think more holistically.
Mm-hmm.
It's also interesting in that for writers, it's allowing them to think more visually.
Yeah.
And for visual creatives, it's allowing them to think more deeply about writing and writing prompts.
Right.
So in some ways, it's allowing you to broaden your skill set to think about things in a different way.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Right. So we were talking earlier on about how PR and comms is changing, evolving as a function. Tell me a bit about that. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all, the fact that PR is moving away purely from being media relations, actually we're looking at the kind of broader spectrum of audiences that our clients are interacting with. And I think, one of those key areas is employees. I think, historically, brands were really kind of laser focused on the customer, but I think, pretty much since the pandemic, businesses have had to really realise that their employees are a really important audience as well, and thinking about actually how their message resonates with all of their different audience groups, and not purely targeting the customer.
And that's a tremendous that's an opportunity, which is a challenge. You've got to think about this in a different way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think as marketing has drifted ever closer to sales, PR has a real role to drift closer to kind of being a more strategic function within the business, and really looking at actually how do we build trust, how do we build employee advocacy, and what is our message, what do we stand for as a business, and how do we communicate that to the audiences that we serve. It's
fascinating. It's another way B2B marketing is changing, and all the opportunities, but all the means at which we can use different channels appropriate to us is evolving all the time. So thanks so much.
Brilliant, thank you.
That's great. So I had a really interesting day here in Leeds with Fox Agency's annual global gathering. More and more agencies are aspiring and taking steps towards being global, and yet that's a massive challenge, particularly from a cultural standpoint, getting everybody to behave as a cohesive single cultural entities with similar values. And it was fascinating to see how the team at Fox are trying to drive that and how they're trying to bring that together. We're going to see, we are in a globalizing world, despite what certain politicians might say, and we're going to see more and more clients wishing to work with global agencies and more agencies seeking to be global. So this is a challenge that a lot of companies are going to be facing. And so it's fascinating for me to see some of the ways in which they're making it happen and making it a reality. Lots of great lessons and lots of excitement, and congratulations to Fox on what they've achieved over this period. No doubt they'll continue going on to great things in what is a very challenging time still for many companies.